So we had the AnimeLastStand Fate update with a bunch of new units and other things. But one of the most important changes in this update was that we got a lot of nerfs and buffs for older units and godlies. The Black Clover units is mainly the ones that got buffed, and then a few godlies also got buffed. And in this video I'll just be checking them out again, and I gotta say these units are definitely meta again. So let me know what you guys think of these changes down below, and I hope you guys do enjoy this one. Okay, so these buffs are massive. Like, bro, let's bring in Pride as our leader buff, and let's start with the Black Clover units. So we have Asta, who got buffed. He has Avatar. I have Avatar on him. We have Time King, who also got a massive buff. If we go into view right now, not view, stats, he's doing 546k on placement, which is a lot more than before. Then there's Noelle, who I only have Overlord on her, but it's still decent. I didn't really want to roll on her because, you know, she was so mid before, no one used her, but she got a massive buff. And who was the other one? Yami. Yeah, this guy was actually my first Overlord on this account all the way back when ALS first released, so that is pretty cool. And then there is Yuno. Now I don't have a Yuno evolved, so I'm probably just gonna put a picture of the stats on the screen so you can look at it by that. And then we have Yojin. So let's take a look at how good these units are after the buffs. Like, I already know Asta and Time King is gonna be crazy because we're gonna take a look at the DPS list after we check them out, and they have some pretty crazy rankings. Okay, so one I have really high hopes for is actually Yami. Now that might surprise y'all, but Yami, again, he was my first like Overlord unit, and he got the pressure passive thing, or what do you want to call it? Status effect. Yeah, status effect, I think you want to call it. Pressure is so good. Only Eisen and someone recently got it. I think it was Gone. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember. Someone got it, but I don't really remember who. But yeah, I mean, 2-second SPA, like the damage sure isn't crazy, but 2 seconds and it's like pure damage, no dot, which I kind of like. Now we do have to place an air unit because he is ground only, sadly. But if we keep upgrading, you can see, okay, he starts to get a bit expensive here. His damage goes up crazy. Like, this was around his max damage before, like 20 million every 4 seconds, which was pretty good like when he came out, but it wasn't that crazy. And at max he's doing 61 million every 3.3 seconds. That is kind of crazy. And if we take a look at the DPS ranking, he is actually number 7 highest DPS in the game, which is kind of crazy. Like a unit that came out so long ago is suddenly OP again. I mean, sure, this might not look too insane, but it's just straight up damage. So that is Yami after the buff, and he is pretty expensive at the end, but he is starting to be a pretty good unit again. Like, you could maybe use this guy. And Noelle was such a forgotten unit, but she has climbed herself into the top 16 best DPS in the game. For a unit that released so long ago, top 16 is insane. Like, that is above glitched Eisen. Now of course she's not full AoE, but let's try and upgrade her a little. She is 600 to play, so you can actually use her early game, so might be good for the fire caverns. Her damage isn't too insane on placement, but as we keep upgrading, yeah, 15 million, that's a really high jump. Also, she is without skill tree. Yami did have skill tree, she doesn't, and she doesn't have like insane stats. 25k, 40k, yeah, she also becomes pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. That is really expensive. But 81 million every 6 seconds, that is so crazy. Like, we got units like a few updates ago doing this damage like with glitched, and she's doing this with Overlord. I don't know why they decided to buff her, honestly. I mean, they buffed all Black Clover units, but I don't know, it just seems kind of random to me, the selection. Like, why all Black Clover units? And now this guy, actually no, let's wait with Time King because he is actually crazy now. Asta, I don't think he has gotten updated on the wiki yet, because according to the wiki or the DPS chart, he is number 43. I don't think that's real. I think he just hasn't been updated yet. So on placement, as you can see, he is doing more damage than someone like Benimaru, for example. And well, he is also more expensive to place. So yeah, I don't know. Benimaru probably still better as a dark starter, but we can upgrade him a little. Void Strike, he gets Circle. That's pretty nice. He is also already pretty expensive. These units are so expensive. He gets a Cone here. The Cone is pretty nice, and he maxes out at this. He does not have skill tree, and yeah, this is just avatar. That's about it. I did see a glitch one yesterday doing 70 million in dot only. Yeah, this is not bad. This is not bad. I was kind of expecting a little more, I'm not gonna lie. No, there's no way 43 is his real placement with this damage. There's no way. Let's check out the Time King now. Now, this guy got a huge rework. Like, look at this damage on placement. He is also 2k to place, and this guy is expensive. I'm gonna just say it. They gave him his stun back. He actually had this when he released, but then they removed it and then gave it back. Let's start upgrading a bit. He stuns on placement, which is nice. But the thing is, light, right? Light element already has a fully AoE stun on placement, and that's Poochie. And Poochie is even cheaper to place. So I'm not really sure how to feel about that. Poochie is even cheaper, and he does the same thing but better. But when you max out this guy, as you can see, he is really expensive. 40 million. He goes into full AoE, and oh my god, dude, this damage, 84 million every 4.7 seconds without skill tree. Full AoE, and his ability got changed. He is number 9 DPS, by the way. I'm gonna get the Google Docs up here just to see what it does. Oh, the ability is here in the game. Yeah, okay, I forgot about that. Stuns all enemies in range for 30 seconds, so basically a time stop, and then a global cooldown of 300 seconds. Did they remove his... I think they removed the change to his ability because it was actually also a nuke at the same time, but I think they might have reverted that back, so now it's only a time stop. Now he is in competition with Dio, unfortunately, because they're both light full AoE with a time stop. So let me see where Dio is on the DPS list. Okay, I mean, surely this is not real. I'm seeing Dio in 71st place. Alright, but that is the Black Clover units. I gotta say, Time King probably is the best, and then Yami, and I'm like debating between these two. I mean, she does get hybrid later on, right? I am pretty sure she does. Yeah, she does. And you know, Dark is already so good. He might actually be the worst one. Well, let's move on to the big buff here. So the big buffs here are actually Ichigo and Sukuna. These two got insane buffs. Pride did also get buffed, but they reverted his buff, sadly, like right away nearly. So he's back to doing basically the same he was before the update, which is kind of sad. He was going pretty crazy, maybe a little too OP. He was like on the top of the DPS chart with the buff. Like, he was number 1, and it was really not close. So they reverted his buff, and let's start with Sukuna. I can only bring 2 godlies at once, and I do want to show them with the pride buff. So let's start with Sukuna, and let's check him out after the buff. And they did also change his nukes damage. Okay, let's check out Sukuna now. I'm gonna sell my Tatsumaki here, and we're gonna play Sukuna, who is full AoE on placement, of course. He definitely got a big increase in damage. I can just see it. And wait, he has a passive? What is his passive? Oh, okay, it's just his team buff. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you can really call that a passive, but okay. And we upgrade, dude, 15 million full AoE. Yeah, Sukuna is kind of crazy. Okay, I don't really see a difference here. It's like he only, I don't know, this looks the same. This looks the same to me. Cleave split, this also looks around the same, I'm not gonna lie. Keep upgrading. This looks higher. Yeah, okay, that's a lot higher. Oh my god. Bro, 37 million and 85 million into 90 million and 207 million. Oh my god. Yeah, I can definitely see the buff on this guy. I could see like a little at the start, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I could see a little at the start. Then I couldn't really see it in like the middle upgrades, but I could definitely see it at the end too. And this first nuke does 6 billion damage. I feel like they just buffed that. Let me check. So on the doc sheet, it does actually say, if I put it here, it does actually say wall cutting slash nuke buff to 10 billion. So I don't know if they nerfed it again or if it's just not updated yet. And then the other nuke we can see does 50 billion now. I'm quickly gonna get the update just to see if the game says it. Wait, what? Also, while we wait, I can say that Sukuna is 5th on the DPS list. He is the 5th highest DPS in the game. That is kind of insane. 5th highest DPS. He is above Dio and he is above Pride. Now, MUI Goku, even with no buffs or anything, he is still above Sukuna. But then Ichigo, he is even higher than MUI Goku. Ichigo is the highest godly DPS in the game again. And let's get the last upgrade here. So what does it say? 16 billion. Okay, I just don't think it updated. There's no way they would get it up to 50 billion, then down to 16 billion. All right, let's take a look at Ichigo. So 650 to place. Y'all have used this guy a lot. Now mine is only level 78 because I don't even use Ichigo that much. As you can see, I don't even have skill tree on this guy. But let me tell you, even without being max level and without skill tree, his stats are gonna look insane. Let's keep upgrading here a little. Goes up to, oh my god, this damage already. Of course it is black flames, so the damage dot is just gonna be higher and his base damage is gonna be lower. But let's keep upgrading. Let's keep upgrading. He has a lot of upgrades here that just feel like filler upgrades. I'm not gonna lie. We finally get the move, the Getsuga Tensho, the final Getsuga Tensho. Goes into 22 million and 108 dot, which is a lot. And then 140. And the last upgrade, he goes into 76 million plus 366 million. That is so crazy. Without being like max level or without skill tree, he is doing like 420 million or whatever that is, something like that. That is insane. Does he have like an actual passive? Oh yeah, he does boost other units. Like you may not think these levels are gonna do much, but this might give him like a 10% increase, and that's like an extra 40 million dot plus an extra like nearly 10 million damage. And then you also got to do skill tree, which is gonna make it even better. And he is the best base DPS unit in the game because we have Saber Alter above him, but she needs her passive and her ability to be above her. And Broly does of course need a lot of time to get up to his damage because of the passive. Like he is number 1 with his passive. Ichigo is just number 1. Ichigo, if we don't count passives or anything, like when they're active, Ichigo is number 1 DPS. Now we do also have some like nerfs here. We have Prescience Kai, the first Evo for Zamasu, who got a slight damage decrease. We have Fused Zamasu, who also lost his fear passive and he got stuff reduced. Vegito is getting completely reworked, by the way. They said that in the wiki tab. He's getting completely reworked. Senjuo Winter got damage decreased. Nightmare Luffy slightly decreased, and I forgot who this is. Gray Full Power. Who is that? Gray Full Power. Can it let me? Oh my god, let me. Is it? Oh, it's Jiren? He got nerfed a little, yet he's still soloing raids and stuff. He still soloed all of story for me. Damn, that is kind of crazy. He got nerfed. 100% crit damage to 60% crit damage, and damage from 8 to 10 nerfed. Okay, so he's still insane early game. Okay. And as you can see, Broly got his passive half. Half of it is gone now. Now, something I saw here on the wiki tab is that they would like to hear some feedback, and after they heard the feedback, they're saying buff all new units, all the Fate units, buff Zamasu again, nerf Julius is what they're gonna do. Buff Saitama, I know a lot of people love Saitama, so that's nice. Guts, a lot of people like Guts. Shanks, I really like Shanks. Luffy, I think there's Luffy, Nightmare Luffy. And Hakari. Hakari, I don't really care too much about. We like Vegito completely, that's what I was saying. Nerf Julius is fine by me. I mean, he's not even, I mean, I know he's number 9 DPS, but I don't know, it doesn't seem too broken to me. I don't really see a problem with him, but overall, it's fine. So that is basically the nerfs and buffs. I didn't really want to go over the nerfs. It's gonna be too long of a video. I just quickly wanted to show you all the buffs. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope this video did help you guys out.